over there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've had Turkish coffee over there. Not in Greece, but in that area of the land.
Hey, man, you don't have to get into the details.
I know, but it's a thick, potent coffee.
Illegal. Is this your son?
No.
I didn't know.
He's just my buddy. He's a guy that does it sometimes with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not going to talk much.
I was thinking early in your career, comedy club waitress.
Oh, you think so? Yeah. No, his name is Jaime. You don't have to meet him. But anyway.
I was going to say, do you talk? What's up, man? Nice to meet you.
Can I talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey,
Wow, that's weird, dude.
I know. It came off confident. And a few words.
Yeah. So just back up a bit. Back up a little bit, and then let me introduce, and then we'll get into it. Okay. Number one, this is the third time he's been on our podcast. Very proud. I love him so much. You know, the recent encounters were we did a panel for a movie that we did, and then he started.
Drugstore June.
That's what you say. It's a great movie. We're in a Drugstore June.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm helping you with the promotion. I just realized your bare feet touched my ankle.
My bad. I forgot I was drunk.
No, it's all right. No, you're Asian. You guys always barefoot.
Well, it's my house. I can take my shoes off. But anyway,
Wait, did I insult you by wearing sneakers in here? Did I lose face?
This is my garage.
I didn't lose face?
No, you didn't. No,
All
no.
right, cool.
You didn't bow. That's the problem. Yeah, I like bows, but it's okay.
I didn't think I had to because the table was white guy height. If you had the lower ones and you were in here, in your...
Have you been to Asia?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on.
Don't fucking talk to me like I went there and didn't learn anything. That's how you just said that. Have you been to Asia?
What part? What part of Asia did you go to? I'm sorry.
Wait. I want
so combative every time.
I want that right there.
Yeah.
For something in my life.
Yeah,
where you just go,
right.
what part?
Well, yeah, I mean.
That was my favorite.
If you went to Cambodia, it's different than, Laos, it's different than.
Is it?
Very good question.
When you travel, a country's different? I went to Singapore.
Okay.
I went to Hong Kong, and I went to Mumbai, India. It's the only time I went to that part of the world, and I had a great time.
Great. But you never went to
Despite the fact
Tokyo?
that a lot of people reminded me of you. Other than that.
You never went to. I
never went where?
Tokyo.
I haven't been there yet.
Okay. Well, that's unbelievable to me. It's actually insane.
What, do they got a funny bone there? How would I end up over?
There's a hyenas there, okay? But no, I can't believe it. And then you never to Seoul. Okay, am I correct?
I told you where I went.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, dude. Anyway,
what are you gonna name all the countries? Beijing. You never been there. I mean, if you're gonna go to Beijing, Mongolia is right up there. I mean, the whole purpose of the
I'm
world.
sorry, dude. I was just, trying to, get the.
You always think I don't like you, and then I'm coming.
Oh my God, dude! I fucking love you so much. What are you talking about? I never even behave that way,
Bobby. This is our love language.
This is the way I talk normally. All right. Anyway, so we were at the panel for the Drugstore June, and people were asking, and then you were very combative during it. She called me a. You didn't say that, but you were saying
I didn't call you a.
You said I was small, though.
No, I didn't. What happened was everybody else started making fun of you for not knowing your lines on the movie. Those panel things are inherently dry.
Yeah.
So I just jumped on. I jumped on. Yeah, and you went with it. You were the perfect heel, and you loved the attention. And now you're going to play the victim.
And that's what I do, dude.
Yeah,
I know.
You had a great time. There was nothing
time.
hostile about it, and the movie's doing fantastic. And you killed it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Right.
Let's clap for that. Then hi.
Yeah, you killed it.
Hello. So anyway, Bill Burr, everyone, he needs no introduction. So give him another round of applause. Everybody is our guest for the third time. What a beautiful, beautiful thing, right? And I just want to also say this, okay? Because
just feels like a caveat. He's a great guy. I just want to say this one thing. Robin Hood.
Yeah. Do you know that even if you have a 401k for retirement, you can still have an IRA?
Robinhood has the only IRA that gives you a 3% boost on every dollar you contribute when you subscribe to Robinhood Gold.
But get this, now through April 30th, Robinhood is even boosting every single dollar you transfer in from other retirement accounts with a 3% match. That's right, no cap on the 3% match.
Robinhood Gold gets you the most for your retirement thanks to their IRA with a 3% match. This offer is good through April 30th. Get started at robinhood.com/boost. Subscription fees apply. And now for some legal info. Claim as of Q1 2024 validated by Radius Global Market Research. Investing involves risk including loss. Limitations apply to IRAs and 401ks. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold for 1 year from the date of first 3% match. Must keep Robinhood IRA for 5 years. The 3% matching on transfers is subject to specific terms and conditions. Robinhood IRA available to U.S. customers in good standing. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC is a registered broker dealer.
Prize Picks. March is over, but the biggest moments in college basketball tip off the month of April. Oh, yeah. Be a part of the action on Prize Picks for both men's and women's college basketball. Get in on the playoff action and win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks as you and the world's best players take the game to a new level during basketball's postseason. Playoffs begin April 20th. Play in round April 16th, 17th, and 19th.
You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. You can turn $10 into $1,000 with basketball, hockey, and college basketball entries today on Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. What I love about Prize Picks is that it's really simple to play. And Bobby Limber, like I showed you, like you don't really need to be like a sports fanatic.
I know I do Prize Pick. What are you talking about?
I know. So it's like they basically, you can choose 2 players or 3 players.
You're telling everybody. You're telling people.
But like you can choose whether or not they're going to score higher or lower than the predicted.
Okay, this week I'm selecting Kevin Durant for more than 28 points and Trae Young for more than 10 assists. I think he's going to get more than 10. Usually he gets more than 10, I think, Trae.
What about Caitlin Clark? She's such a star. What do you think for more or less than 30 points?
12.
12 points, so less than LeBron.
Yeah.
Okay.
But LeBron will get more than 7 assists.
That's
if he's not greedy. Download the app today and use code BELLY for first deposit. Match up to $100. Download the app today and use code BELLY for a first deposit match up to $100.
Prize Picks.
Pick more. Pick less. It's that easy. Oh, no, you watch what I'm about to say, and it's going to fucking probably blow your heart apart. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, that was nice. So, are you ready?
Oh, you kind of ruined the ending, but go ahead. Good guy.
Oh, that was a big chug.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
May I? What I was going to say is that, so last year, I have to be honest, I was going through a very hard time in my life. And I got a call from this man, Bill Burr, and he goes, I'm doing a short, and I want you in it. And, I go, really? And he goes, really? So I went. Do you recommend anything have you seen anything good that you like? Did you see The Maverick?
Oh, yeah. No, forget The Maverick. Go see, what's it called? Everybody, Everything, Everywhere.
Yeah, amazing.
Amazing.
It's so funny. When I watched that, I was like, this is like Harland-esque.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
so
cool.
brilliant.
Yeah, man.
And fun. And it's like, imagine even like pitching that to a studio.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to get that sold.
Here, give me the log line. How would you pitch it? What's the elevator?
I can't even. It's like a Chinese lady who has a laundromat. All right.
Okay.
With her husband. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's an alternative reality, like different dimensional realities.
Multiverse.
Thank you. Are you the executive in the room?
Oh,
Yeah, a multiverse. And it just goes in and out of these multiverse. I mean, that's how I would probably pitch it.
Yeah. It's very complex, very multi-layered.
Yeah.
And then what I love about it is just when you think it's kind of hit its its plateau.
Yeah.
Suddenly there's a new scene where you're like, whoa, I did not like. I won't give it away, but the scene in the desert with the two rocks.
Yeah.
All this action, and then I won't say what it was, but then all of a sudden you're there, and
Yeah.
you're like, so it just keeps giving. It's one of these movies where
It's a brilliant piece of
it's
art.
really
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even Andrew Santino, it's an art house movie. Even Santino, this dodo head, this dim-witted, redheaded dodo head who doesn't know anything about art or nothing.
Yeah.
Right? It was like, it was brilliant. And when that dumb, I want to say the R word, but I can't. You know what I mean?
The what word?
The R word. You know, when they're.
Oh, yeah.
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 But anyway, when this ding dong goes, hey, you should watch this, I was like, it's got to be good. Because he's so stupid. What a fucking stupid idiot. He's in Italy right now. Stay there.
Look, he looks like he's having a blast.
Fuck him. Yeah, but that's what dumb people do when they eat ice cream or like when ice cones. Or not when they have the ice and the flavors.
Gelato?
Flavored ice.
Shaved ice?
Shaved ice. That's what I'm trying to say,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
He enjoys it.
You got him, baby.
Yeah, I got him. Man.
Burn.
Right in your face, dude. You fucking dipshit. Enjoying ice. Yeah, you're fucking stupid Italian.
Have you been to Italy, guy?
Guy, I haven't. Don't need to, guy.
Why not? Don't you like lasagna?
I can get lasagna here, guy.
Guy,
All right.
settle down.
Oh, dude, don't get combative with me, Chacho.
Wow.
Aye.
Can I drop a little thing about my charity? Everyone
Yeah,
in
for
Hollywood
sure.
has a charity.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, it's tough to talk about, but it's about a allergy. It's called Cinnamon Angels Fly Away, and it's for children that have cinnamon allergies. And it's all the money goes to. Okay, well,
I don't know if that's a real thing, and it made me laugh because it made me. Is that a real thing?
Yeah, you can Google it.
Yeah. So I'm so sorry. Can we just cut that
dude,
off?
there's probably
I know,
a
can we-
child
I
right now
I know.
with swollen ankle.
All right. Can we just start over and say it again? And I'm so sorry. That was fucking my bad. I'm so sorry.
No worries. No,
right,
that's
go ahead.
thank you. So, Cinnamon Angels Fly Away, and it's for children with cinnamon allergies. And we take the money, and if you want to just send it to, I have a PO box, and if you can just send checks, certified checks to my PO box, we'll give the address later, and the money all goes to these kids. They get cinnamon and their ankles. What the fuck, bro? These children are suffering.
Ankles.
Their ankles pop out.
It's the ankles.
Is that a real?
It is the ankle.
Is it a real?
Are
Fucking
you
thing?
allergic to anything?
No.
Okay, then you shouldn't
But
laugh.
there's so many other. Can I just ask a couple of questions? There's just so many other charities that seem like that should be on the forefront, like cancer and other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what.
I'm sorry, dude. Fuck.
Wow.
No, my bad, dude. My bad. So just say the PO box thing again.
So it's Cinnamon Angels Fly Away. PO.
It's a ridiculous name. Cinnamon Angels Fly Away.
I'll tell
What
you
does
how
that even
this
fucking mean?
started. I'll
What
tell
does
you
that even-
how
yeah, tell
this
me how that.
started.
Yeah, tell me how.
Fly away.
Why the fly away? Tell me how
I'm
that. even
getting a
started.
little mad here, but
I'm so sorry.
I was at LAX at the airport, and they have a Cinnabon, the Cinnabon thing, and his mother was walking along with her child, and you know how you can smell those Cinnabons in the airport, and this kid collapsed on the ground right in front of Cinnabon and was convulsing and fucking having a seizure. And I was like, I'll be goddamned if I ever have that happen on my watch. So I started Cinnamon Angels Fly Away. You know what?
No, man, I don't know.
So,
Maybe change the name.
really?
Fly away doesn't make any sense because it's an airport.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not why I didn't know.
And when they die, they fly away on a cloud of cinnamon.
So check that out.
Stay tuned to that. How do you say? Stay tuned, or what do you say? Check it out.
Check it out, yeah.
No. Get involved. Get involved. Get involved.
Yeah.
Cinnamon. No. 2 cinnamons.
One
One
cinnamon.
cinnamon.
Just
One
one.
cinnamon
flies.
girls.
Angels.
Cinnamon angels.
Angels fly away.
Yeah.
All right, so go check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other charities? You good?
No, the only other thing I'd mention is my T-shirt. I have a website called harbling.com, and
Yeah.
you can go and buy your own hand-drawn T-shirt.
That's
from me
amazing.
if you want to get one.
How long does each one take for you to draw?
You know what? Some of them take a lot. Yours took a long time because there was all the stripes and everything.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted to make it nice for my friend, but so yeah, there's some of them.
Yeah.
And basically, if the original prints, the original ones sold out, we make prints of them. But I won't make prints of that one because it's your show.
Yeah.
If you want to make prints of it, you can. But I won't.
This is amazing.
Yeah. So.
And it's medium, like you asked me, because you asked me what size.
What size? Yeah.
Fucking amazing, dude.
Would you really wear it?
Of course, I'm going to wear it at the Comedy Store next
Are
week,
you?
back to back.
That would make my day.
That'd be great.
Man.
So go to Harbling.
Yeah, hardbling.com.
How much does a handwritten shirt cost?
A hand-drawn shirt? They're anywhere between like $80 and $200.
Yeah.
Because they're like you're basically wearing a piece of
All
art.
right, yeah.
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 And they must take forever, no?
Some of them do. Like the Kiss one took a long time.
Yeah, you got to charge $500 for that.
And I didn't. I think that was like $200. And
Yeah,
the
and somebody bought-
graveyard one, yeah, those are all sold. Those ones. Kung Fu Carrot didn't take quite as long, but there's one on there that I don't know if you can scroll down, but there's one of the real popular ones. Keep going down.
Yeah.
There it is. It's Death eating his favorite cereal, Life.
Wow, that's
Like
so
that.
fucking cool.
That one really went over good. So we have prints of those, and you can get them on coffee
That's
mugs. and all that.
amazing,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, thanks, buddy.
And do people go, I want this, and you draw that?
Sometimes people put requests in, and I'll draw it.
go scroll. Also, they do coffee mugs.
But
yeah.
I try to just do stuff out of my imagination. You know? But it's just really original and weird and fun.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, give Harlan Williams a round of applause. Woo! Amazing.
Syukulugi mo kisalaman Pitan mo kugani ay makabululi Purong kaya madungdung na bimbong bola Syukumugi ay ito Syukulugi mo kisalaman Pitan mo kugani ay makabululi Purong kaya madungdung na bimbong bola Syukumugi ay ito
After my face. It's fucking rude, dude.
Okay, how were you treated at the Super Bowl thing?
I'm gonna get there, dude.
Okay.
And here's another thing. I want to do it on my own time.
Okay.
All right. Don't dictate the way I say
That's
things.
totally true.
Pal. All right.
I apologize.
Anyway,
I apologize.
so at the Super Bowl thing, you treated me like shit. I'll tell you how. All right. So you and Bert. Well, first of all, right, that day, Bert texts me and he goes, I have another one that came up. So I can't forget about that either. So Bert texted me and goes, hey, I'll see you at the event at 5:30. Which is like, so I fly there to do your show. Thank you so much for the show. It was one of the most
That was fun.
memorable experiences of my life. In fact, last night I ran into Trevor Wallace, and we just talked about, we were at the drugstore June premiere, and he pulled me aside and he goes, wow. I go, it was the most amazing. Anyway, but the day before you had this, so Bert goes, come to the event. I go, is it mandatory? And he goes, it's mandatory, which I don't think it was.
It definitely was not. But Bert, after you know him for a while, you realize that he speaks in hyperbole and half-truths, and basically nothing that he says is actually factual, ever. Ever.
That's interesting.
Sounds a little bit like someone else we know.
Who, my dear? Say you're fucking...
There's no one more hyperbolic on this planet than you.
You're hyperactive. Now let's see. All right, so we go to this event, and there's a football field. There's goalposts. There's an audience, and there's a whole to-do. And when I show up there, I realize what it is. It's a shame day for me. You should set it up for a shame day for me. And just let me finish my. Let me get my.
Oh,
thing.
no.
No. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's set up to make a mockery of you in your mind, and then what ends up happening is who's the big surprise.
Let me finish what I'd say, and then you say what you're going to say, because
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why it wasn't like that. And this is why I had to prove to you that I'm a fucking butterfly. Okay? So you're picking teams. It's you and Bert,
Yeah.
right? Who do you pick first?
So, I want
Who do you pick first?
But I want to also say why.
Old-timey black guy.
Old-
Right? Do you not pick old-timey black guy?
I picked a Hall of Famer, like one of the best whoever played the game, who also I happen to know because of my fandom that this guy, the event is punt, pass, kick. I happen to know that in high school he never left the field. He punted, he kicked, he played tight end, sometimes quarterback and linebacker. So he literally never left the field, and it's a punt, pass, kick event, and he's a Hall of Famer. So I pick Warren Sapp first.
Never heard of him.
I know.
Exactly. And to me, he's an old-timey black guy.
Yeah, okay.
Rickety. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
sure.
That's not even racist, because I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
All right, so then Bert picks somebody. Who does Bert pick?
He picks Will Compton, who also
Of the bussin'.
Bus with the Boys played 9 years in the NFL.
That guy's gay.
He's gay, but his practice
Will
year-
Compton, you're gay.
his practice team years counts. He's an NFL 9-year vet.
I don't get it. I saw the YouTube.
Okay.
And so, never saw it. But my point is, okay, so then who picked you? Who'd you pick second?
Who did I pick second? I don't remember.
Exactly.
Is it Joey Fatone?
Did I pick Joey?
No, that's in the other team.
Did I pick you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Who?
Because when you picked me, can I tell you what you did?
What?
You looked around. This is what you did, dude.
Oh my god.
You looked around and you saw the other options, right? Yeah. And then you had a smile.
Yeah.
And you go, all right, Bobby. Like one of those, like, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Oh, that's not what I meant. You read it differently.
Okay, what was it?
I meant I'll pick the best option available and then the worst option, and that'll be like a fun balance.
That's what I felt. Okay. Yeah, that's what the worst option.
Yeah, but then,
So I got my feelings were right.
but your feelings. I mean, here's the thing. I also went into this thinking that you would go, I don't know anything about football.
I don't.
So then it makes sense.
It doesn't.
What doesn't make sense?
It does make sense to me. You're right.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I have a Red Bull?
Get him a fucking right here.
Oh, sweet. Never mind.
Cool.
We're good. So now can I get to the other stuff?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
results? So your feelings are hurt.
Yes.
You're very fun on the field, by the way.
Thank you.
You're a natural entertainer. Everybody, like, you're doing stuff. Everyone's laughing.
Exactly.
You're very much contributing. You're a huge bonus to the team.
Exactly.
Then we get into like the event, which is punt the ball, pass, and try to kick field goals, which are very difficult. And he punts fairly well, throws like a handicap kid. But then when it comes to
Okay. What you just did there was start a war. Don't do this yet.
You score.
Okay. I got 3 hits, fuckface.
bro, I'm
Check this out. It's good.
no, I'm just saying that you're throwing, like, it's clear you don't know how to throw a football, but you still were able to hit the target.
Hits one.
Okay.
You got points right there. So here's the thing.
Okay.
The whole time we were like, oh, like this, the special needs kid is going to be funny to watch. All of a sudden is a gamer, and he starts racking up points, punting, passing, and then the big thing where I was like, you don't understand. I've been to these before. I've been on real fields where like athletes try to kick field goals, and they're like, because it's something that if you're not in the regular practice of doing it, sometimes like former experienced soccer players can do it because they're so used to kicking, but most people aren't used to the idea that it's essentially like someone's holding a football with their finger on one end of it, and you're kicking it through an upright. It's just not an easy thing to do. Like, even players who play other positions will be like, I can't do it. He goes up there. What? Kicks
You're
it.
telling it wrong.
But you do kick it.
You're telling it wrong.
How am I telling it wrong?
ZocDoc for your health. ZocDoc for your mind. ZocDoc is a free app and website when you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. It's the most convenient thing known to man because your health is the most important thing. Am I not right, Kalila?
Yeah, and we get reviews for food,
Yep.
for restaurants, for just about everything else. Why not for our own doctors?
Exactly how I feel.
And once you find the doctor that you want, you can book them immediately. No more waiting awkwardly on hold with a receptionist. And plus, all of these docs have verified reviews from actual patients, real patients. And we're talking about booking appointments with tens of thousands of top rated, patient reviewed, credible doctors and specialists.
You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat basically any condition you are searching for.
The typical wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is between 24 to 72 hours. That's it. You can even score same-day appointments.
Go to ZocDoc.com/belly and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/belly, ZocDoc.com/belly.
Prize Picks. Football season may be over, but the action on the floor is heating up. Whether it's tournament season or the fight for playoff home court, there's no shortage of high stakes basketball moments this time of year. Get in on the excitement with Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app, when you can turn your hoops knowledge into serious cash.
You can now win up to 100 times your money on Price Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. You can turn $10 into $1,000 with NBA, NHL, and college basketball entries today on Price Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app.
Prize Picks is the best way to get action on sports in more than 30 states across the country, including California, Texas, and Georgia.
I like the way you said action.
Price Picks even offers injury insurance so that your entries stay in play. Even if one of your players gets injured for basketball games, if you have a player who exits the game in the first half and does not return it in the second, the player projection won't count against you and the rest of your entry stays alive.
Okay, Bobby, so you know how Price Picks works, right? Like
I play it all the time. What are you talking about?
I know, and what's great about it is that you don't necessarily need to understand the ins
Preaching
and
to the
outs.
choir.
And so, for example, like this week on Price Picks, I know you're picking Steph Curry
Steph
for more
Curry
than
for sure.
29 points for sure, right?
Yeah, the Nikola Jokic for more than 10 rebounds, you know?
And what about Anthony Davis for more than 2 blocks?
And Damian Lillard for more than 43-pointer made.
Well, you get the point. It's very easy. You either choose, or you can either predict that they will score above that or below that. Put in your entry, and just like that, you can win a lot of money.
Download the app today and use code BELLY for a first deposit match up to $100. Use code BELLY for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks. Pick more, pick less.
It's that easy. You're telling it wrong.
How am I telling it wrong?
Why do you tell stories wrong? You're a good storyteller.
But I'm not telling it wrong. I'm not telling it wrong. I'm saying
Why in this circumstance?
I'm not telling you wrong.
Is that
Everything-
skill lacking?
I'm
Why in this circumstances, when you're talking about the story of my life, it's lacking? I'm going to tell you how it went down.
I'm telling you that what I said
The
about
old timey
picking
black
skills-
man comes up to me.
But hold on. You have to point this out. The old timer used to actually do that on the reg. That's a bullshit setup. The regulation size is higher and further back.
Oh, there you go.
No, I'm saying it's
Here
much
we
hard-
are.
Wait, did you think that was regulation size?
Yeah. All right. So anyway, Warren Schaap comes up to me and goes,
Warren Shaft.
"Yeah, Warren Schaap from the Shaft."
There he is.
Yeah, there is. There I am. So Warren Schaap comes up to me. He goes, "Kiddo."
Yeah.
I go, "Okay, what's up?" He goes, "This is how you do it, right?
Yeah.
Put the ball down, take 3 steps back, then follow through the 3 steps and kick it." I do it. It hits the ground, goes to the left. Then the guy goes, "Oh, that was a practice. Gotta get 2, right?" I go, "Hey, old timey." I go, "Stop! I'm not doing it that way." And he goes, "No, you're doing it." I go, "No, watch what I do." Right? So I put the thing down. I take 50 steps back, and I run toward it a little bit.
You had some speed behind
Some
you.
speed about it. And then I was focused. I got it on the thing. And let me say something, too. You're a captain, right, on my team? Aren't you supposed to make one?
Yeah. I did.
Aren't you a leader?
And I also
You didn't do one.
there's another layer to that.
Okay.
Because the other team had 5 participants and we had 4, we got to have one person go twice.
And who was that, my friend?
So Old Timer came up to me and he goes, "Let me get that second chance." And I said, "Okay, you're a fucking Hall of Famer." And
He didn't do it, did he?
And he missed.
He missed on. He both missed on.
All of it.
Yeah.
Wow, Bobby, what an MVP.
Thank you.
And then everybody. Here's the other thing. We went out to dinner later.
Oh, okay, that's a good thing. That was a good thing. Oh, thank you. That was a good thing. I really appreciate that.
And the dinner was great.
Not just great. I have to say, vocally and publicly, that it was the top 3 in terms of steakhouses of my whole life. I've been to thousands of
Where'd
steakhouses.
you go to?
We went to Bazaar Meats.
Oh,
Jose Aldi.
Jose Andres.
Jose Andres, yeah.
Andres, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what we ate.
Yeah.
This one thing came out, and it was like a cotton candy.
Foie gras cotton candy. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got a stick. It's got the cotton candy. I go, what, desserts are up front? What is this place? Right? I stuck it in my mouth. In the middle is like a meaty, sweety,
Foie gras.
delicious foie gras.
Yeah.
It changed my life internally and physiology-wise.
Jose's a genius. Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah. He's a genius.
This guy knows everybody.
Wait, so why was this a terrible weekend? It sounds like he set you up for success.
Not only that, the whole dinner, there was 14, 15 of us at this dinner. Everybody, there's chat and everyone's having their own conversation. And then everybody stops and they go, "MVP's here." And everybody starts chanting, "MVP, MVP, MVP." Yeah.
Oh, this is the best weekend of your life.
I guess I said that already. But but can I'll say that, and I'm gonna. I just not all weekends are perfect.
Right.
So I'm just gonna, I'm just laying out the things that could have made it even better.
Sure.
Right. And here's another thing that this is like later. It's later sabotage.
Okay. Tell me.
Okay. Trailer man. What's his name with the fucking food court? Roy Choi.
Roy Choi, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. This deceiver of Almighty. This guy from the fucking old school Chinese Republic, dude. I'm sorry. This guy.
I thought he was Korean.
Whatever he is, whatever Choi is, man. I'll tell you this guy, man. He was telling that story about at the club.
He told me off camera and then on camera.
Yeah, on camera, and and he has that story diabolically wrong, dude. I'll tell you that right now.
Careful what you say, because I can actually confirm that Roy Choi is right, and I have the text to prove it.
No, okay. Well, I have to say, I have a little controversial thing to say, and you don't have to say. No one can comment.
Yeah.
I don't find her that funny to me, that personally. And I'm throwing that out there, man.
No, personally, I don't. No.
Yeah.
But as I said, there's an audience for it. You can never in comedy discount someone and go, they're shit if they've got legions of fans. There's people who enjoy it.
Exactly. Like when you see Carrot Top, you're like, it's not my cup of tea, but I understand why people like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's valid, and he's a nice guy, and just keep going. I have no, That's so.
I've never met Carrot Top. He seems nice.
Yeah, you have to be nice to look when you look like him.
Yeah.
Right.
I've never heard a story about Carrot Top where a comic's met him and gone, fuck that guy. Everyone's just like, yeah, he has props.
Yeah. I mean, you could say, fuck those props.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Fuck comedy or whatever.
Yeah. But, he's a valid guy. He seems like a sad guy.
Probably not. You think maybe you just met him on one day where he was a bit down? We're all sad guys.
I know,
You give us the moment.
But one time the only time I ever saw the guy was I was at the Melrose Improv, and he was going to do a guest spot, but he stayed in his car.
Right.
Right. And I think in my mind, I was like, oh, he must think that.
They're all going to shit on him.
Yeah, or something. I had that feeling.
Well, there you go. That's the sad boy.
Yeah, but maybe he started his I knew a prop comic in Britain, and he had this suitcase he had to travel around. Nothing like Carrot Top, these big elaborate props. These are little tiny Elvis wigs and shit like that. Anyway, nice guy, this comic. But anyway, he got out of a cab, and the cab drove off with his props in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was his whole life. that suitcase.
Yeah, I can only.
And then he got on stage, and he's just like, fuck it, I'll give it a go. No, he just did a bit of crowd work and tried his best.
Imagine a puppet, like a ventriloquist losing his puppet.
I think there's something in that,
Yeah.
I knew a ventriloquist, Mark Felgate in Britain, who he never had a puppet. He didn't want a puppet, but he could throw the voice and then he did jokes with his lips not moving, and then
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
So you didn't have? Did he do this with his hands?
no, he didn't do anything with his hands.
Whoa.
He would talk to you like you were on drugs, and then he'd say something, and then his lips wouldn't move, and the thing, and try to spin you out.
Whoa.
But
That's trickery.
yeah.
That's cool. All right, let's start. Go ahead. Do the countdown.
Five, four, three, two.
Welcome to another episode of Tiger Belly. I'm your captain, Bobby Lee, and I am so very grateful today, and I feel great. We have a special guest, but I'm not going to bring up yet. But we have George. You're right. Russ is back here. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Your cheeks are getting like chipmunky. You know what I mean? Which is when you were young, I was like, that guy's handsome, but then now your cheeks are getting in the way. But I love it. You know what I mean? My ex-girlfriend, Kalila. You know what I mean? We're still.
What?
I didn't know about the breakup. Oh, this is.
No, are you being real?
Yeah, no, I didn't know. I don't follow every minute of your.
This is great. Yeah, 6 months ago,
A year ago.
a year ago, whatever it was.
COVID.
Yeah, COVID. It's
yeah.
the fucking Wuhan. It's the Wuhan's fault. And then we got Gilbert.
What's up?
And then I want to introduce the guy we have. So when I first met this guy right in front of me, number one, I just want to say, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. I'm being real. I don't know about anyone else, but every situation I've ever been with you in, you know what I mean, socially,
Yeah.
I've always went, you know what, I like that guy a lot. Really nice guy. Number two, I met him back in the day before I think you were this global thing, you know what I mean, when you lived with Eddie Ift in Venice, right?
Yeah.
And then, I mean, just every encounter I've ever had with you have been positive. I think you're one of the best comics on the planet.
Oh, thank you.
And I can't believe this is the first time you've ever done my podcast.
That's the first time I've been invited, I think. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't fucking know.
This is the first time you invited him? I don't do the booking. I let him do
I
it.
don't do many podcasts.
Yeah. This is great. So he's one of the best comics. I think you're a good actor, too. Jim Jeffries, give him a round of applause.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you're from Australia.
I am from Australia.
Nice, Bobby.
That's where all the actors are from.
Yeah. But you know what's so cool about you, too, is,
Bono.
well, you know Bono?
He said, you know what's so cool about you?
Yeah.
It's a shit joke.
I saw you on a red-eye flight back from Hawaii with your family.
Oh.
And I think like the walk back to baggage was about 1.5 miles long.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I actually thought about you in this moment.
Why?
Because like when you see somebody like, oh, that's Jim Jeffries, and
Yeah.
then you see him and it's like, oh, he's a real dad.
Oh, yeah. You know, I take care of him and everything.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's a real freaking dad.
But it's unfathomable.
It's, you know,
That's the thing. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Honestly, to you,
Everyone who meets me, they
Yeah.
always go, can I do a video of you calling my friend a right? It doesn't matter who it is. Can you call my friend a I used to go, I don't really want to do that. I don't know your friend. Now I've just given up to it. I'm like, what's their name? All right, George, you're a mate. Oh, thanks. Brilliant. Right. But people do that when I'm with my kids. They'll
wow.
They'll walk up and they'll go, hey, can you tell my friend that he's a and I'm like, Daddy's got some work to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do they know what the word? I mean, are they old enough to know words?
My 10, oh yeah, one of them's 10 and one of them's 1. So yeah,
All right.
they're both old enough to know words, but one knows more than the other.
Yeah.
The 10-year-old, he's remarkable, really. He's I've never heard. I heard him swear once on a roller coaster.
Which one was it?
It was at Six Flags.
Yeah,
It was
but
that
what swear word?
That twisted one.
X2.
No, the one where it's 2 roller coasters and they sort of go into each other. And he said fuck as they went down the hill. And I said it. And like, I know he knew that he couldn't be disciplined in that moment.
Wow.
Because I was probably saying fuck as well.
Right.
But
So
yeah.
around the house, if he said it, you would
No,
discipline
and
him.
I sort of swear in front of him. I thought he would swear, but he just doesn't do it. Yeah. His mother's heard him swear. His mother's heard him swear a couple of times, but he's never sworn in front of me except for
I think that's how it goes. If your parents are heavy with a profanity at home, the kids become the opposite. And if you never hear it, like I never heard it, really, it was always like a bad thing.
Yeah.
I never allowed Catholicism, and then I couldn't wait to say it.
Well, I'm a fucked up guy. That's why I was so afraid to have kids because I know how I was as a kid. like lighting things on fire, shooting kittens with BB
You
guns.
beat your grandma?
I beat my grandma with a fucking stick.
Did she beat you? Or
No, she was paralyzed from the neck down, so there's no way.
You beat a quadriplegic with.
Well, she's my family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not like a random
So is
person.
this some Asian thing?
Yeah, it's an
That
Asian.
You're allowed to
it's
do this.
It's a Korean hello. You know what I mean?
What type of stick was it?
It was one of those willow sticks.
Like from the movie Willow?
No. Isn't a willow a plant of some sort or a tree?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a bamboo shoot or something.
Yeah, but it's thinner and spikier.
Oh, okay.
It leaves cool marks.
And does it make a whoosh noise?
Like a whip. Yeah,
Oh
whipping.
yeah, good.
But she didn't, because she was paralyzed from the neck down, she just smiled through it. And I was a kid, so me and my brother would just whip her with it until the day came when my dad caught me. And then he willowed me.
Oh, but she thought it was a bit of fun. It was her party trick.
Yeah, well, she was just like, I think she was kind of like not there.
Could she talk?
No.
Oh, well, then how do you know she was enjoying it?
The face, I can read faces, Jim.
Yeah, not
And she
well.
Was,
He kept on whipping an old
no, but she was
quadriplegic.
more like, she's like this. I think she liked the attention.
Yeah.
Oh, my grandkids
yeah.
are beating and I don't feel it, so I guess I'm okay with it.
But is it elderly abuse if you're like 4 or 5 years old?
Oh, no. I thought he was doing this in his 20s.
No, that'd be
I thought
weird.
you were a little kid.
No, that'd be weird. I was like, 6, 7, 8 years old. Yeah, that'd be weird. But yeah,
Still a little weird at 8.
but I was afraid that if I had kids, that they were going to come out like me. But I think you're right. Maybe I'll like give birth to like really like good kids.
You plan on
What?
giving birth?
And when do you want to do this?
Probably never, right?
Yeah,
I'm
how old are you?
51
Yeah,
now.
don't worry about it.
You-
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Steve Martin did it.
Larry,
Steve Martin's got Steve Martin money. And he's
that's
got
true.
1,000 people who probably take care of the kid. And he's
Right.
got a really young wife. Well, I guess he has to be young to have the kid. So
Yeah.
But no, I said to my wife, I said, when we get married, I said, if you're not pregnant by the time I'm 45, I'm not doing it. Because after that, I'm not doing it.
Oh wow.
And now I've had the vasectomy.
Oh, so it's tied up.
Well, it's snipped or whatever.
Does cum come out or no?
See, this is funny because my father.
I'm curious.
This is in my new special coming out
good.
February 14th. But my father, I told him, I said, I'm getting a vasectomy. And he said, oh, don't do it. And I said, why? And he said, because most women, not all women, they like to see the cum.
That's what he said.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
said, Dad, when you have a vasectomy, you still ejaculate. It just doesn't work anymore. And he went, oh, get one then.
Really?
Well, what happens is,
Yeah.
they snip it. I paid to get knocked out. Most people just do it with laughing gas these days. And the guy gives you a certificate, like you're a child at the end of it. Like you've been, like I don't imagine they do that when women get their tubes tied. I don't think they'd be that patronising. But for men, they're just like this. I got a certificate, right? So the guy cuts it, and then you got to you got to have 30 wanks.
I thought it was 50.
Well, my guy only asked for 30.
What's a wank?
Wow, you got to clear out.
You got to come 30 times.
You're not.
Oh, that's how
it's not
Australians
safe
call
and-
jerking off. Wank.
Yeah, having a wank.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So you got to do 30 loads, and then you got to send him your 31st load to make sure that the vasectomy worked because you've cleared out of the balls of any active semen.
Interesting. So they,
It's unsafe.
if it did, let me just say though, listen to me, okay? If you did have sperm at the 31st time,
Yeah.
that means that sperm is resilient.
No, it could be a botched vasectomy as well.
I know, but still, if it's botched, he still had to find a way through.
You got to jump it.
He said to me, he goes like this, and as I was leaving,
Right. He's got like a born identity kind of vibe.
Jump it.
as I was leaving, he went, oh, by the way, the record's 19 days.
Wow.
And I was like, I can do that easy. That's like, give me a hotel room and a headset.
Yeah.
I can get that done quick.
Yeah. What do you mean 19 days?
Well, this is the problem. The first 7 days, you don't want to touch it because there's still a stitch there and stuff. You don't want to be pulling against the stitch.
Ah.
So that takes away a lot of your wank days.
Oh, I see the wank.
wank
Yeah. Yeah.
Wank days.
Yeah.
So if he 7 days, so that gave him 12 days to get rid of 30 wanks.
Yes.
That's the math.
Wow.
right?
I see what did the math. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you, how many wanks would you need to do then?
About
Three
three
a
a
day.
day.
3 a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I haven't wanked 3 a day since I was.
Oh, I've done that plenty of times in hotel rooms, of course, when you've got nothing to do.
Wait. As an adult?
Yeah. Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
through your memory?
When I'm on the... No, I use porn. I'm not like a fucking animal. I don't just sit there reminiscing.
Yeah.
Looking up, just looking up.
I know, but do you Could I have some questions? Do you how long is the break between sessions?
Oh, it doesn't take long. You've never had sex like twice in an hour?
No.
What's your refractory period? How
None.
long?
24 hours.
Really?
I'm like one of those muskets.
Oh, it takes.
Yeah, it takes a long time to load. Yeah. I don't have a modern pistol. So it's like it takes me a long
I got a lot of bullets, but I only got one magazine.
yeah. But so you can, so you what, half an hour you can
Yeah,
do
half
it?
an hour I can come
That's
again.
insane.
Yeah.
Wow. And so but you can't do that repeatedly.
I did after I had the vasectomy. I did look at my cum a lot to see if it was a different viscosity,
Consistency.
like if it was the color had changed.
And had it?
No, it looks the same. But then there's that theory about, and my wife won't do this with me, but there's a theory about when guys with vasectomies, if you shoot it in the eye, it doesn't sting because the sperm's not swimming towards the egg. Because that's meant to be why it hurts. That's the theory.
Wait, that's the stinging
This
part.
may not be medicine.
Right.
But I've heard this, right?
Yeah.
And so I said to my wife, I said, well, you should put a bit in your eye.
Yeah.
And then there's the argument I could just put it in my own eye. But
Right.
I don't have any previous experience to work off, you see.
Right.
Wait, you've never cummed in your own eye?
Oh, I have, yeah.
Yeah, so have I.
Yeah, I get.
Yeah.
I don't know we were coming on just to talk about cum, but I'm a distance guy. I get
Oh, all right,
yeah,
right.
stupid distance.
Yeah.
Several times I've come in my mouth by accident. 'Cause you're always you're laying on your back and you come and then and then just boom, swish
Wow.
straight to the back of the throat.
Swish.
And there's a few things that happen in that moment, and the biggest thing that I've noticed is laughter. You got to laugh.
Yeah, you do
The
have
cum
to.
hits the back of your throat. There's no use going "Ugh," like this. You just go ha ha.
You can't be angry at yourself.
No, you can't
Yeah,
be angry at
That'd be
yourself.
weird.
You're not a distance guy.
I know. I was trying not to say it.
Yeah.
Because he was bragging.
I don't think people want distance. I've never met a woman after they've had sex with me that have gone back to their friends like 6 feet. I saw it.
I think you're wrong, Jim.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they do talk about
if
it.
it hits us in the bottom of our chin, it's talked about.
Oh, well, then
Yeah.
I'm getting...
Because I do Visine drops.
Because after I leave a hotel room, sometimes the bed head's got cum on it. And my head's been there. I haven't... I don't get up on my knees. I'm not a young man.
Yeah. So you girls, right? If I shut it in your eye,
There's something really exciting about it, like the projection, the propulsion.
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way.
But I appreciate yours because yours was like weepy, right? It just weep.
It's crying.
It's
Yeah.
like... But I've seen
Yeah.
women... I've seen women who squirt, and then I've seen women where it just sort of goes... like floods out.
What do you
Look at it.
prefer?
Well, in the short term, the large squirt. In the long term, if you're going to stay in my house,
Right.
keep it in an area.
Right.
Keep it in an area.
Yeah.
But if we're in a hotel, squirt away.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah, squirt
Yeah.
away. Yeah.
Me and the wife have a only anal in hotel policy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, only in hotels.
Why? Because that makes a mess?
Yeah, because it's like we have to sleep here afterwards.
Yeah.
True.
You've never squirted in front of me.
Yeah, I'm not a squirter.
Yeah.
It's quite
Easy
a rare.
comer, though.
I think that destroyed our relationship, maybe.
Easy comer.
Easy
I'll take
comer.
easy comer over squirter any day.
Really? Yeah, you
easy-
come easy, yeah. Why?
Because squirter, they can't fake it, the squirters either. They can't just, they can't just go, oh, okay.
Well, unless you have a squirt gun,
It's
there's
like-
got to be a
You
way to do it.
technically
Yeah.
could by
Yeah.
urinating and saying you're coming at the same time.
Wait.
Just let out pee.
Is the wait? I always thought that the squirt was pee.
It's all pee, but
Yeah.
it seems like it's very, it's not yellow pee. It's very clear water pee.
Oh, it's clear water pee.
I always think it is. I don't know if
best
there's
kind
a
of pee.
separate section,
Yeah.
but it seems to be very diluted pee.
Yeah. It's pee,
You
but
couldn't
mixed
live
with
off it.
Evian water, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Can you drink it?
You could try.
You can drink your own piss.
Yeah.
I know you can, but is it healthy for you?
They reckon it is if you drink it
mean-
right away. There's a lot of people who are into martial arts and shit. Who drink
Right. Marquez, before he knocked out Pacquiao, said he drank his piss.
Lyoto Machida drinks his piss.
Right when you do it from the tap.
You do it straight into a glass and you chug it back. You don't like do the fountain.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They reckon it's sterile coming out, man. So I don't-
Yeah. I'll never try that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to try it.
Yeah.
I'm still getting over eating my own shit. Once I master that, I'll think about it.
Yeah. So is your schedule the same having a family?
No, it's my life's like your life, but I go to bed early. and I have to take a child to the bus in the morning.
Wow.
The
So
school-
you
the
should, you should
school
go to bed
run-
at 2 in the morning?
The school run kills me.
Yeah.
The school run kills me every morning because I'm still on comedian hours. I still sort of go to bed around sort of 11, midnight type of thing.
Yeah.
But but you have to get up at sort of 6:30 to get everyone ready for school.
Why do you have to, though?
Because they have to go to school. It's like a thing.
I know, but can't your wife do it?
She's got a baby. At least I can do is take the 10-year-old to the school run if she's taking care of a baby.
That's how you do it. That's right. My bad. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have kids.
Yeah. You
And
broke up with him. You did good there. That was some solid work. He's not a keeper.
How the fuck do you know if I wasn't given the circumstances to do it?
I just wasn't gonna roll that dice
Why?
because
You could have rolled 7s. Is that the right one or 4?
Yeah, you want a 7.
You want a 7, yeah,
to
yeah,
begin
right.
with, but then after you ran a 4, you don't want a 7.
Okay,
So-
yeah.
you were leaving big clues, like sleeping until 6 p.m. Like small things like
Right.
leaving the dog shit.
But can I ask you a serious question?
Uh-huh.
If I have to be somewhere at 7 in the morning, am I there?
Yeah, but I have to wake you up,
That's not the question. That's not the
and
question.
then you fight me for waking you up. And
That's not
then
the question either.
You tell me to.
Am
call
I
you-
there though?
If
There
I-
you go.
But there's a
Yeah,
fight.
there you go. That's an acting job. We've all done it. You have to acting jobs don't fuck around with lateness, do they? You show up.
Yeah. That's
They'll
what
knock
it is.
on your-
Can we get into
Suck
that?
it the
All right.
fuck up.
So let me ask you
It's
this,
a
Whitney.
war zone out there.
All right. So Whitney.
That's what I hear.
So what do I do? Should I get? Not anytime soon, but like. You know,
Also, nobody's sane is going to date either of you given this situation. So it's already.
What do you mean?
It's the matter of like. So Nick, so my best friend,
Yeah.
who I dated before, he lived with me. I mean, he is my biggest priority. Anyone coming in to date either of you has to understand the other person is going to be the biggest priority.
How do you explain that to your new girl?
Like you can't here's the.
I never
it's a-
even thought about it.
You know what it is? It's like having a kid, being like, look, you have to meet my kid. I can't let you meet him too early, but if that doesn't take. So for me,
Right.
when people date me, I'm like, they just have to meet Nick as soon as possible. If they don't vibe, if Nick doesn't there's no point in going any further.
I see.
But it's like, I feel the same way always with my mom, in the sense that if my mom doesn't like my girlfriend, I can't make it. There's
over,
just no way it's gonna work, right?
Sure.
So it's like, now
She would have to be very patient about the fact that we do slip up. We do still kiss on the lips. You still call me babe. We do watch The Boys together every night.
Okay.
Like we still sleep on the same bed. Like
yeah, I'm
that's
just
a
saying,
hard
but
thing
in
to.
a world eventually when you move out,
Yeah.
right, and you have your own place, still I think that would be a thing where I would have to go. If I'm on a date with a girl, I have to go. Just FYI, my ex-girlfriend's my best friend, and we do a podcast together. And
I think they'd probably know, but
I know, but what if they don't?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
then date someone who speaks English and has a Wi-Fi connection.
Right. But I would have to
Stop dating people that just got out of underground cults.
yeah. I would have to.
Everyone's gonna Google you. Everyone's gonna know.
Right. And I just have to say that's the situation. And then they probably ask, well, is she there all the time?
Here's the irony. The irony is that it is a giant red flag for me if guys aren't friends with their exes. If guys don't speak highly of their exes,
Right.
if they're like, she's a fucking psycho, she's a con, she's
That's a big red flag.
to
for
me, you're the
as
common
well.
denominator in all
Yeah.
these psychos. Like, what's
Right.
going on? So to me, there's nothing more. This is why I love, before the guy that I'm dating, I got, he's younger, but I really only wanted to date married guys with kids before that had a lot of respect for their child's mother, because that's just so attractive to me.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm only going to date married guys. They know how commitment works. Like, they know how to stay amicable and respectful to someone that they spent 10 years with. It's
Yeah.
a fucking huge deal. And there's going to be times where your new guy, you're going to go have a problem, or girl, whatever. I don't see gender. Where you're going to go, I'm having a problem. I need to call Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a man's going to go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Those things are going
Well,
to
I envision a world where 3 years down the road, she has a boyfriend named Tony, and I'm calling, yo, Tony, I can't hang these shelves up. Can you come over?
yeah.
He's like, hey, dude, hey, bro, I'm with Kalai right now, bro, right? And I go, come on, Tony, come over.
I
So he comes
envision-
over, right? And then we're and they go, hey, let's play.
Oh no, you're gonna recruit him into
Yeah.
gaming?
Let's co-op on Stardew Valley. You think so, bro? I go, yeah. And then we co-op, and then 6 months down the road, I'm sucking his dick. You like that, Tony? I like it, dude. I like it.
Pretty good, though. Yeah.
I think there's like, I think that we're the first culture that's like, that book Committed by Elizabeth Gilbert. She wrote Eat, Pray, Love, which I didn't really get. But this was about how in every culture, like what marriage means, what relationships, and we're like we're the only culture, America, like this sort of Western civilization, we're the only ones that involve love at all. For everyone else, it's a business thing. It's about like land, and I need someone to be able to watch my kids, and I can't afford to move out. Like it's such a no one expects to be like in love all the time. We're the only people that are like every day I need to have butterflies. It's like for most people, it's just like a business, Right. And I talk to friends of mine that don't do what we do for a living, and they're in these marriages that are miserable. And I'm like, why don't you leave? And they're like, I can't afford to. Like, where would I'd have to like call the phone company and separate the bill. Like, it's just it's too entrenched. Like, we can't, so.
Well, why didn't it work out with Nick?
Well, I was a kid. I mean, I was young. I was not yet like integrated or realized as a person. I was codependent, unrecovered Al-Anon, and very much addicted to adrenaline and having to chase someone and force someone to. Basically, he was emotionally unavailable at the time. He had a really intense trauma when he was a child. That is like one of the ones you just don't come back from. I think you guys both get that. Lost someone in his family. In front of him, saw it happen.
Oh, wow.
And he just, there's certain traumas that, if you were to do like 20 years of psychotherapy, you might be able to build some neural pathways, but it changes your brain forever. And he's just, shift. And then he had cancer later in life just from like stress and stuff. And then being raised by parents that had lost a kid is very hard because when parents have lost a child, it's the child that is surviving. It's very hard for anyone to console anyone because everyone's in so much pain.
Right.
So it ends up being just like emotional neglect, and it's just they say something like only 90% of couples that lose a child end up breaking up because there's just there's so much anger. Why weren't you there? Why it's just you can't move past it. Like the only way out is to just move on and just try to pretend it didn't happen, denial, And so so he was not able, like neither of us were really able to have any kind of intimacy. Neither of us had healed these invisible wounds. So it was just kind of the perfect way for me to cut myself by like chasing him around. He was like everyone in Hollywood wanted to date him. He was like this big screenwriter, and just because he didn't want to commit to anyone because he didn't want to invest in anyone and then have the inevitable pain of a breakup because he was just pain avoidance. Right. And so I just was obsessed with him because it made me feel like shit to like chase him around and and then ultimately it was like we're soulmates. We're meant to be best friends. We weren't meant to date, but I didn't know how to start off in a platonic relationship. I thought the only thing I had to offer the world was sex or my body. So it didn't even occur to me like this person that makes me laugh so much that I just want to be around all the time. Like we could just be friends.
Maybe we misread the cues up front.
No.
What do you mean?
Like, when we first met, we had that strong feeling of like, why do I feel so like deeply like bonded to you even after the first date?
Trauma.
Right? Yeah, I think, but we didn't really talk about the trauma.
I just think that subconsciously that you just find your person that you relate to on that level. I feel like you could just read them. You know what I mean? In a sense, you know what I mean? And I think that's what our initial bond was.
There's like a comfort, right?
A comfort, yeah, right. We hate the same things, authoritarian figures, you know what I mean? That's also, I think, a result of, because my dad was such a menace, right? That's why I hate Trump so much. You know what I mean?
Neo-Nazi Theo.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep looking at neo-Nazi Theo when I say
I hate Trump so much.
I always look at you. I don't know why I always look at you.
Or is Theo Nazi Theo? We don't know.
Yeah.
But what I'll say is, sorry, I don't. This is not my place to say, but I don't think you have to like pathologize yourself for having fallen in love. It's not like I had trauma, that's why I loved you. It's like no, I mean, it's like you're gorgeous and amazing.
so
and
many-
very smart. As someone that knew Bobby for a while, and you came along, was like she is so like calm, like you just like move through the world with such like a calmness and a grace and whether it's from your trauma, the work you've done, or having been a nurse, whatever it is, you're just like water off things. Just like
here's what also when I date a girl, like I've had women, right, that I've dated that she wasn't in the business, right? And when you introduce them to that world, they act cray-cray.
Yeah.
Right? They don't know how to act. You know what I mean? You're at somebody's house that's like a celebrity or whatever, and they take selfies with them and post it online. Or that one girl I brought to the upfronts, and she gave her card to the president of Fox,
headshot.
saying that I'm a comedian. right? And she's like, "What the fuck is this? This is a dinner, bitch." You know, what I
Fox,
mean?
and that's Fox News. Like,
yeah. That's Rupert Murdoch. Yeah. But my point is but she was the first girlfriend that I had that I thought, oh, she can navigate right in every social situation.
Yes.
A chameleon
Yep.
in many ways, and she could read.
trauma.
But
Yeah, I think it's trauma.
chameleon, that's what we can both do. I mean,
Yeah.
but people that can shape shift that easily based on the way they had to do it as a survival mechanism
Right.
can also be very dangerous people.
Yeah.
She's able to shape shift and survive any situation you throw her in without being an inauthentic and full of shit person.
Yeah.
Because I used to sometimes conflate that and be like, oh, this person could just like be this person at this event and this person at this event. And then you're like, oh, you're just a sociopath. Like
Yeah.
you were lying to me this
That
whole
is
time.
extremely scary. Like people who are able to kind of code switch on, immediate. Yes, I do understand.
But you
that's
know what
scary.
you have to, we all know what we have to do to
Yeah.
get through a party or whatever.
Mine
but then
is-
you're
yeah.
authentic when you're not.
But can I say the greatest night when it solidified to me that you were the one was
10 years. You'll be the one for about 10 years.
Adam Sandler's Christmas party.
Wait, ice skating.
Yeah,
At the bowl, ice skating and
Yeah, well, he had
Were
the
you
band.
there?
hockey.
You there that
I've done
night?
it. Pickwick.
Pickwick.
Yeah,
yes.
Pickwick. Yeah,
He
yeah,
does it every year. Yeah.
yeah. So I went one year, and usually when I go to those events,
That's
I'm
right.
there-
Every year I get to go find out which actors are so short. It's my favorite thing to be like, Steven Dorff is like 5'1".
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love this party.
Steven Dorff really that short?
Yeah.
So usually I go to those places. I'm there
Steven Dorff.
15 minutes tops. I say hi to who I need to say hi to when I leave.
That party's
right?
a nightmare.
Nightmare. But with her, I went there. We were there for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Just running around.
Fun.
And giggling and look at that person and going to all the areas and it was the first time where I went, I'm actually having a really good time in an environment that I dread usually, and that's when I knew this is gonna work. You know what I mean?
It's also interesting because I hear I don't know the answer because I am lone wolf is my energy, and it's not something that I totally, from what I understand, it would take a very long time to change. I don't know if I'm even interested in changing it. I wasn't socialized a lot as a child. I'm very good on my own. Like I'm an introvert by nature, which I did not know the definition of this until actually kind of recently, is that introvert and extrovert. Introvert is that you derive energy from being alone. And extrovert is you derive energy from socializing. I have friends that they'll go to one bar and they're like, let's go to another one. Let's go meet these people. And I'm like, aren't you exhausted? Like I have friends, they'll do a dinner and then a drinks and then they'll go to a late night. And I'm like, I'm always like, is that cocaine? Is it I'm exhausted. So, and it's nothing personal about the person. I just don't, I'm not, so I'm really like being alone. I'm like good at it.
too.
I understand it. When someone else comes into the mix, I just like my ADD and perfectionism. It makes me kind of resent the person if I'm around them too much because I feel like I have to be on my best behavior all the time and I don't want to show them, I want to. I just like it's like this. Like the guy that I'm dating now, he's in my house and I go to make coffee and he's sitting there and I'm like, do I have to be like, do you want to like, do I have to offer? Because if I offer it, I would always offer it.
Well, no.
I'm setting. Well, that's what I'm saying. But there's
You
this
have to set the
pressure
precedent,
when you're
yeah.
cohabiting or coexisting with
Yeah.
someone. Every decision you are signing up to think about them every
Right.
time you're doing something. And
Right.
I am wired to really caretake.
Yeah.
So that's just